Good morning, dear students. This is Hema Kathuria. Today I am going to start with the second chapter of the Sunbeams book, which is a very beautiful poem, Meadow Surprises, penned by Louis Brent Phillips. As the name suggests, the word meadow means a grassland, a place, open area, you can say a field, a place full of greenery, and the things which are provided by nature are there all around. So many animals or birds or insects are also there, trees, plants, flowers, etc. So many things around are there. And a meadow has so many surprises for us. So in this poem, the poet wants everyone to explore the wonderful and astonishing surprises meadow has in store for us. He says that all the marvels of the meadow could only be experienced if one looks carefully. First of all, I'll recite the poem stanza-wise for you, and along with that, I'll keep explaining the stanzas one by one. So let's start. The first stanza says, "Meadows have surprises. You can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook." It means that their meadows have a lot of surprises for us. If we look carefully around us, nature has provided us with so many beautiful things which we need to take care of and enjoy. If we walk softly through the velvet grass, here grass has been compared with velvet because velvet is a very soft cloth material. The grass is also very soft, so it has been compared to velvet. And listen by the brook. Here brook means a natural stream of water, smaller than a river, not exactly a river but a water body which is just like a river. We should listen to the music that water plays for us. So we should observe the nature around us. The second stanza says, "You may see a butterfly rest upon a buttercup and unfold its drinking straws to sip the nectar up." There are so many butterflies if you go to a garden or a park, which are very beautiful, and children love watching butterflies. And if you watch a butterfly sitting on a flower, on a buttercup, sipping up the nectar, it looks amazing. It looks very nice. So we should always enjoy the nature. God has created this nature for us to enjoy. We should enjoy it and not destroy it. The third stanza says, "You may scare a rabbit who is sitting very still, though at first you may not see him. When he hops, you will." Sometimes if there is a rabbit around, if you go to such a place, you may scare a rabbit if it is sitting very still. It can get afraid because of your presence maybe, but maybe it is sitting in such a manner that you are not able to see where is the rabbit sitting. But the moment he hops, you will be able to see the rabbit. So it's just about the beauty of the rabbit around. It's a very beautiful animal which people love to hold, and it's very cute animal which is very much liked by the children. So we need to observe such beautiful things around us which are provided by the nature. Then the fourth stanza says, "A dandelion whose fuzzy head was golden days ago has turned to airy parachutes that flutter when you blow." In this paragraph, the poet is talking about dandelion, which is a very beautiful flower, and its head earlier was golden in color, and later it turned into airy parachutes. When it bloomed, that flower looked very beautiful later on, and it flutters when you blow. Flutter means move along rapidly and swiftly. When you blow around it, the flower moves to and fro here and there because it is very light. So that beauty of flower also attracts people. The next paragraph says, explore the meadow houses, the burrows in the ground, the nest beneath tall grasses, the ants' amazing mound. When you go to a meadow, there might be some burrows made by some rabbits. You need to explore those. You need to watch how much hard work these animals put in to make those burrows. The nest, which is made by different birds in different manners, how much hard work they do. You also need to learn from the birds and nature that they keep on working hard day by day without stopping. And also the little ants that make so many mounds to live in. These are all beautiful things around us which we should always observe and learn from them to live a happy life. And thank God for all the natural things provided to us. The last stanza, oh, meadows have surprises and many things to tell. You may discover these yourself if you look and listen well. In the last stanza, the poet emphasizes that the whole meadow is vibrant and lively with animals and beautiful flowers all around. However, one could experience its sheer beauty and surprises only if one looks and listens carefully. So overall, in this poem, the poet tells us that meadow has amazing and wonderful life and beauty that can be explored and enjoyed. I hope you liked the poem. Thank you.